讓我哋去睇另一節經文係以賽亞書第6章。
Let's look at Isaiah chapter 6. Isaiah chapter 6.
以賽亞書第6章第1至8節。
Isaiah chapter 6, verses 1 to 8.
我哋先用中文嚟讀出。
We'll read it in Chinese first.
1、2、3。當烏西雅王崩的那年，我見主坐在高高的寶座上，他的衣裳垂下，遮滿聖殿，其上有撒拉弗侍立，各有6個翅膀，用2個翅膀遮臉，2個翅膀遮腳，2個翅膀飛翔，彼此呼喊說：聖哉！聖哉！聖哉！萬軍之耶和華，他的榮光充滿全地。因呼喊者的聲音，門檻的根基震動，殿充滿了煙雲。那時我說：禍哉！我滅亡了，因為我是嘴唇不潔的人，又住在嘴唇不潔的民中。又因我眼見大君王萬軍之耶和華，有一撒拉弗飛到我跟前，手裏拿着紅炭，是用火剪從壇上取下來的，將炭沾我的口，說：看啊，這炭沾了你的嘴，你的罪孽便除掉，你的罪惡就赦免了。我又聽見主的聲音說：我可以差遣誰呢？誰肯為我們去呢？我說：我在這裏，請差遣我。
Let's read in English also. Isaiah chapter 6, verses 1 to 8. In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw the Lord seated on a throne, high and exalted, and the train of his robe filled the temple. Above him were seraphim, each with 6 wings. With 2 wings they covered their faces, with 2 they covered their feet, and with 2 they were flying. And they were calling to one another, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord Almighty. The whole earth is full of his glory. At the sound of their voices, the doorposts and thresholds shook, and the temple was filled with smoke. Woe to me, I cried. I am ruined, for I am a man of unclean lips, and I live among a people of unclean lips. And my eyes have seen the King, the Lord Almighty. Then one of the seraphim flew to me with a live coal in his hand, which he had taken from with tongs from the altar. With it he touched my mouth and said, See, this has touched your lips. Your guilt is taken away, and your sin atoned for. Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, Whom shall I send? And who will go for us? And I said, Here am I, send me.
其實耶穌就好似呢嚿炭一樣。
Jesus is like the live coal that we mentioned in the passage.
耶穌佢燃燒咗自己嘅生命去潔淨我哋。
He sacrifices his own life to cleanse us.
所以我哋敬拜之前，我哋要求神佢先潔淨我哋。
Therefore, when we worship, we first need to come and ask God to cleanse our sins.
我哋如果帶住一個有罪嘅心、有罪嘅身體嚟到神面前敬拜時候，咁唔係一個滿有心靈嘅敬拜。
When we come before God with a sinful heart and sinful nature, it is not worshiping God in spirit.
同埋喺呢段經文，我哋睇到神去潔淨以賽亞。
And we see that in this passage that God cleansed Isaiah.
係要去預備佢，去差遣佢。
The purpose of it is to prepare him to send him out to do works.
所以我哋更加要求神，當我哋敬拜時候，求主對我哋説話。
So when we worship, we need to ask God to speak to us.
究竟神係咪想差遣我啊？你究竟係咪準備好被神差遣呢？
Is God calling you? Are you ready to be sent by God?
其實有好多教會佢哋去爭論一樣嘢。
A lot of times churches argue about different things.
究竟用邊一種嘅音樂嚟到敬拜好啊？
What is the best type of music that we should use to worship God?
有啲人就中意唱詩歌，
Some people like to sing hymns.
有啲人就中意唱一啲近代啲嘅短歌。
Some people like to sing contemporary choruses.
有啲教會甚至因為呢個問題而去分裂。
There are many churches that are split because of topics such as these.
佢哋唔明白一點就係、
what they do not realize.
就係呢啲敬拜嘅歌，佢哋唔係因為佢哋音樂而成為敬拜嘅歌，
These worship songs, they are not worship songs because of the music.
而係因為佢嘅內容而成為敬拜。
They are worship songs because of the content of the songs.
所以乜嘢嘅模式係唔緊要嘅，
So which way we use to worship is not critical.
只要幫助到你對神有一個敬拜，有一個同神關係嘅表現咁就得。
What's most important is what helps us to develop a relationship, to develop a worshipful spirit before God.
所以當我哋去唱歌讚美神、去敬拜神嘅時候，我哋唔想只係口唇上嘅敬拜。
When you worship, you don't want to just give a lip service to God.
我哋要用我哋生命嘅經歷去回應。
We need to use our life experience to respond to God.
我哋敬拜時候有冇思想下當中嗰個作者寫呢首歌嘅時候係咩心情？
When you sing a song, do you think about the writer of the song? What are they experiencing?
如果你自己冇咁樣經驗，你可以想像一下佢當時嘅心情。
If you don't have the same experience, you can think about what the songwriter is thinking about, experiencing.
咁就可以幫助你同神去一齊有一個連結喺呢個敬拜當中。
Then it will help you to have connection with God when you're worshiping God.
第二點
Secondly,
就係我哋點樣用誠實嚟去敬拜咧？
how do we worship God with truth?
首先我哋要有呢個內外合一，
First, we need to be the same inside as well as outside.
就係叫做 integrity 英文。
That is called integrity.
點解咧？你會唔會有冇見過啲人係禮拜日咧就敬拜神，哇好屬靈好屬靈咁樣？
Have you seen people that on Sunday they come and they worship God? They're very spiritual.
但係禮拜一到禮拜六咧，就佢嘅行為言語就好似一個非基督徒咁樣。
But you see them on a Monday to Saturday, they do not act like a Christian.
咁樣係咪誠實嘅敬拜？
Is that a true worship?
絕對唔係。
That is not.
我哋嘅敬拜唔單止係禮拜日嘅敬拜，
Our worship should not just be a worship on Sunday.
我哋係禮拜日至禮拜六，我哋成個生命作為對神嘅敬拜。
Our worship should be a life of worship, Monday to Sunday.
所以我哋所每一句講嘅言語，我哋所做每一件事，都應該係對神嘅敬拜。
Therefore, the things that we say, the things that we do, should be a life of worship before God.
喺呢個互聯網上面流行一個嘅古仔，
That's a story that's on the web.
雖然係一個虛構嘅古仔，但係令到我哋即係需要思想。
Even though it's not a true story, but it's something that can help us to think.
就係講到一個天使同神嘅對話。
It is a story between conversation between God and angel.
咁有一日呢位天使就禮拜日嘅朝頭早就望落嚟地上啦。
One day, an angel looked down to the earth on Sunday.
我哋睇到兩個嘅敬拜者，
He saw two worshippers.
咁佢都係弟兄嚟嘅。
They are both guys.
咁呢個天使就對神講啦，佢話睇下呢個 A 弟兄，
So the angel said to God, look at this A brother.
佢唱歌幾好聽，簡直係職業水準啊，唱男高音都得。
This guy can really sing. He's a professional singer.
即係高音可以震爆玻璃嗰啲咧。
He's a tenor. His voice can shake and break the glass.
佢話：哇！佢真係啲音捉得好準，同埋啲拍子又好準，佢又好有感情咁樣去唱。
His tone is very accurate. His tempo is very accurate.
我哋睇下。